I am not a Hannah Montana with an alter ego. I don't think I'm the same person. Nothing changes from my everyday life to me doing an interview like this about my music. I'm the same person. Okay, I'll sing my new song. Never felt like this before. Didn't know I could feel like this, but I feel something every time we kiss. I've heard about this thing called love. I didn't know that it could exist, but when I look in your eyes, I know that this is it.
More music variety on Power 8 Radio.
Okay, so hello, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well, thank you so much for asking. Um, Welcome to PAR Meet the Artist. So PAR is just for Power 8 Radio. My name is Pali. I will be the host of the show. And yeah, for all our viewers out there, I can get you to introduce yourself, tell us what you do, and where you're from, please.
Well, my name is Deja Renee. I'm a singer. I sing pop, and I'm from California.
Super. It's great. Straight to the point. So, I think, well, there's no place to start from the beginning. Well, from my beginning of where the first thing I heard. So I heard about this track, Jealous. Yeah, you're pop singer, but it's a bit more than pop. It's cross genre. It's very, very funky. Yeah, it's poppy as well. And I think even in between, I think I actually heard maybe music you can't. It's now difficult to kind of put it in one genre.
Yeah.
So tell us a bit about this track, Jealous.
Well, it's my first experimenting with like an EDM type track. Um, I was going for more of like a Zed vibe as opposed to like a Dua Lipa kind of vibe. Um, do you want to know how I wrote it?
Please, definitely.
I just had like a friend telling me about her relationship and her jealousy in her relationship, and she was like really toxic. And I was like, well, I understand that. I have a relationship too, and sometimes I get that same feeling of jealousy. So I just thought I'd write about it.
Oh, okay. So the inspiration to that song actually is from sort of third-hand experience, so
Yeah,
something you're writing about somebody else's experience, not
yeah.
necessarily yours. That's really cool. And is that how you form? Well, okay, let's go back from the let's start again from the from the top. So, how long have you been doing music for?
I can say I've been doing music as a whole my whole life, singing as a solo pop singer just for a year.
Okay, nice. And so, in that time, is Jealous? Is that the only track you've released, or have you worked with on
I
other tracks?
have I did four singles. I did four singles and an EP with four songs. And then I did Jealous at the beginning of this year. My previous music has been more like more pop, more Ariana Grande pop type. And this is my first like experimenting with something else, more like EDM type pop.
Very, very exciting. Because for us on Power Is Radio, we talk about unity through music, and it's actually that fact that you can't even fit the music into any genre now. Like you say, pop and EDM. Thinking back a few years ago, I wouldn't have ever put them together. I DJ from time to time, and I wouldn't have thought, oh, okay, I'm going to play a pop track and then play EDM track afterwards. But now they're
Yeah.
fusing together, and it's the music, new age music. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you so much for that. And let's go to my question actually that I was going to ask. So you've done these few different tracks. So you say about four different tracks. Um, and obviously we had your inspiration for Jealous is about a friend. Is this where your inspirations generally come from, or like how
My
do you actually come with it?
Yeah. My inspiration usually is from my own experiences. So all of my past music has been from my personal experiences and my feelings. This one, it kind of worked because it was about her experience, but I was able to put some of my own experiences into it. And I'm writing another song that's about another friend's experience, but I also kind of dealt with the same thing. So I'm able to put my own into it also. So most of what I write comes from my own experiences.
Mm, that is really cool. Because obviously when you put music out there, you want something that is relatable. And I actually like the way you go about it. Because if your friend is going through something, you relate with them, and then through that you create this masterpiece like Jealous.
Exactly.
And then from there, obviously other people are listening to that person's story being told by you. It's There's definitely a connection there already. And
Yeah.
that's how I perceive that music. And I'm sure I hope that's how generally people are going to perceive it. There's something there, there's a connection there, and really relatable content. I really love the track. So yeah, no, well done.
Thank
Well
you. Thank you.
done. And let's go into, so you're new into the music. You've done Jealous now. What's next for you, or what you're
Um,
working on right now?
I have a song that's pretty much done right now, and I hope to release by the end of this month. It's another like slower EDM pop song, um, kind of like a basic love song in a way. You can say it's about my relationship, sure, kind of, but it's like a basic love song, so it could be about anything, you know?
Mm, oh,
And
that's great.
then I'm just working on making new music, hopefully just to gain more fans.
Well, that's the plan. But
Yeah.
that's usually the goal. So, well, good, good, good. So, are you able to tell us the title, or I style keeping it hush hush?
It's called A Love Like This.
It
I've
love
never
like.
I've never had a love like this.
Mm, interesting. Oh, I can't wait to hear it. When is it going to come out? Or is that just
I haven't put it out yet. I'm hoping by the end of this month, and then I'll start putting teasers and stuff.
super? Oh, can't wait. End of this month it is. We'll be there
Yeah.
to go and make sure we follow. Um, and who are your influences into actually making music? Like who were you listening to growing up to think, oh, one day I want to do music like these people?
Ariana Grande, hands down, Ariana Grande. I've always wanted to make music like her. If we go back to when I was really young and knew I wanted to be a singer, Hannah Montana. I always found myself singing and dancing to her music and just picturing myself singing on stage, wanting to sing pop music like that. I've always known I've wanted to be a singer.
Super. That's great. So uh, Ariana Grande is something you're looking to do like that. At the moment, who do you think your style, if who do you think in the music industry right now does it like you do?
I can say nobody does it like me. In a way, I take a lot of influence from Ariana Grande. Yes, I do take a lot of influence from Tori Kelly. I love her voice, her ad libs. I love her melodic lines. And for my EDM, I listen to Zed a lot. The way he writes, the singers that he features, those are my biggest influences. But at the end of the day, I can't compare myself to any of them. I'm not like them.
That's a really good answer. Very, very good answer. And straight away, it naturally leads me into my next question. That what do you think sets you apart? What makes you different to all the artists?
Well, like I just said, like I take these influences from them, but I'm not like them. I don't want to compare myself to them. I don't want to be like them. I'm myself. My voice doesn't sound like them. My style is not like them. I am myself. I don't copy anybody.
So that's great. It's different style. It's your own unique style, and you own it. So yeah, no, I like that. And so obviously now with the way the music industry, they're kind of well, two main roads you can take. And being new in the business, you're probably at that point where you're thinking, so would you rather be signed by a major record label, or would you rather be an independent artist? Which route suits you best?
I think that's a really hard decision. Being independent right now is very, very hard. There's perks to it, obviously. I get to do everything on my own. I get to have full control of my music, of my social media, of my marketing. I get to have full control of that and full royalties of my own music without having to share that with anybody. But it's also very difficult having to do all of that myself and being responsible for that myself. And I feel like I'm lacking in certain areas because of that. So I'm kind of leaning toward wanting to be signed to a label just so I can sit back and have people help me and also still be proactive helping myself and just not have to worry about doing everything myself.
No, and that's a really good point, because that seems to be the problem at the moment, really. And part of it is because anybody can just make music. I could put on my phone right now and say, "Yep, that's it. I've made music and I want to release it," and I can put it on release stations, and away it goes. So yeah, a bit of that is cutting through that noise, which is where, yeah, as a an artist that is signed will have already gone through a rigorous stage before their music actually gets out. And yeah, that was probably part of the reason why a lot of people end up listening to artists that come through sort of the major channels. But then there are artists like yourself, great talents, but you know, need that exposure. Uh, that's what we're trying to do. And hopefully with time we can bridge that gap and go, well, these artists are really amazing. Um, give them a listen. And the end goal is for your listeners to be there. I'm sure with time, pretty soon, we will get there. We'll find our middle ground. Both are important. But yeah, I really, really like your answer. Thank you so much. Um, and yeah, let me move on to kind of my next question. As to, so you've released Jados now. How do you feel actually people are taking it? You know, are they, is it better than what you expected? Is it slower? Is it, how do you feel about the track?
I am very proud of this track. This is the track, this is my favorite track so far, but I can say that about any song. Every time I release a new song, I'm like, this is my new favorite. But right now, this is my favorite. This has been the most well received by everybody. This is the song that if anybody asks to listen to my music, I'm like, listen to this song. Don't listen to any of my past stuff. This has been my most professionally put together, so it sounds the most professional. All of my past music I've recorded on a microphone in my bedroom with my computer. And this is the first song that I actually got to go to a studio and record and have an actual sound engineer mix and master it. So I am more proud of this song. This has been the most well received. This has had more people tell me that they liked it too. So I'm really proud of this one.
That's really good. And I suppose one of my main thing is, so you've been making music just say for a long time, then you decide to go serious with it. But then this track is like the main first one. What changed for you to think, okay, yeah, no, this is now the time to do it? And why haven't you done it before?
Making music or just with this song?
Like putting in all, because it seems like with Jealous, this is where you've put all your all and you're like, yeah, I'm ready now. I'm ready to trade kind of thing. I'm ready to give it all my all. I'm going to, yeah, put music out there that's been mixed and mastered, and it's well put together. It's, it's not just something from like singing in the bedroom. This is you actually now putting yourself out there. Like, yeah, I'm ready. What's what changed there?
I
Or was it
think
just not jealous that you're like, oh, I love that song so much? Just it.
I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that I didn't know what I was doing before. I didn't know the best route to get the best product out before. That's just what I learned so far. What I learned was how to use Logic on my computer and how to record. I learned how to buy beats, and that's all I knew. So I just put out what I could with what I knew and hoping that people would like it. But the more that I learned about marketing, the more I met more people, the more I was like, okay, let me try to actually do something really professional and actually like make this good. So hopefully more people will like it, I guess. I think the reason why a lot of my past music wasn't well received was because it was poorly made. And this one, people are like, okay, this sounds really professional. She's like, even though I'm kind of still of a nobody, like I have something that's really professional.
Mm, mm,
So,
mm.
and then, yeah, just getting the more that I learn, the more that I grow and I can do more.
Oh, absolutely. I like that answer. And maybe we should take from your experience and ask you. So if there any kind of upcoming artists, people that are or people that have not even started are thinking about music, how can they I don't know, maybe it's not a good thing to fast forward all of that because I'm sure you don't want to change, all that skills about, buying beats and actually using Logic and producing your own things. I'm sure you won't change that. But are there some things that if you were if you had to mentor somebody now, would there be some things that you say, yeah, do this, do this, do this, don't do that, and yeah, you'll get there quicker?
I would definitely, I would, hmm, I would tell them that having I guess the first step for me was actually buying a computer that could handle a project like Logic. I had a bad computer before that couldn't even do that. And then buying my first microphone. That was my first steps to actually being able to record my own music. So I would tell them to start there and just Google all that you can, meet people, all the people that you can network with. That's what's helped me with the most was when I met Stage. He helped and taught me a lot of things and got me this interview with you.
All right, I like that. I like that. Because if I'm to give a if I'll put titles to it, to your answers. So the first one is obviously if you believe in yourself, then you've got to invest in yourself. Buy a computer, buy a microphone. The first thing is you've got to invest in yourself. People expect things to just happen. No,
Yeah,
you need to do it. You need to say, okay, I believe in myself, so I'm gonna go and spend my hard-earned cash. I'm gonna buy a microphone. And people are gonna be like, "Why have you got a microphone?" Well, because I believe I could do this. No, wait for somebody to buy you a microphone for you to try it. So first bay is to believe in yourself. Second bay obviously is to learn to go back and research, so the Google search and all that. And as you said, the last bit that actually did make it all worthwhile is networking. So reach out to as many people as possible and network, network, network. Um,
exactly.
that's really, really great. I love those answers. They're perfect. I couldn't give a better I couldn't give better advice myself. So no, that's great. Um, and let's digress a little bit before we come back. So when you're not doing music, what do you do for fun? What do you do as your chill out time stuff?
Well, I do like to go to the gym a lot. I take care of my body. Um, right now, though, I have 2 jobs, so I don't have a whole lot of free time to just chill and do things that I love, I guess. And that's what's made a lot of this hard is having the time to make music when I don't have the time because I have 2 jobs.
Mm, mm.
But that's part of investing in myself too. I got this second job so that I would have the money to invest in myself.
No, absolutely. As they say, well, Rome wasn't built in a day. And for you, I think, yeah, having 2 jobs and dealing with music and it's must be really, really draining. But as long as you believe in it, it will all come. It will all come together. So yeah, definitely wish you every success in that. And we're obviously all talking, and before we forget, let's not forget capture the right important bit. So where can people go and find all this stuff that you've made and the new ones that you're going to make? But not just those ones, just maybe you're just chilling one day, you have some free time and you decide you're gonna just freestyle and do something and you put it out. Where are all those places to make sure we don't miss it?
Do you mean my social media?
Social media, if you have a website or you know, or your handles.
My Instagram is it's Deja Renee. My Twitter also is it's Deja Renee. My Linktree is also it's Deja Renee. And my TikTok is Deja X Renee.
Okay. And that's Deja and then space Rene.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just for our spell it out there, just for people, so they know. So yeah, no, Deja Renee on all platforms. Suppose it's Deja Renee. You'll find out easier.
Yeah. Yeah.
So great. Um, and okay, let me ask it's a question I've not really asked before, but I think it fits this particular one because you're new in the music industry. Who are your target audience? Who are you looking to? So are they more the younger crowds, TikTok gurus? I call them. They I call them the TikTok gurus because they only usually know about 30 seconds of a song of the whole track, or the old school. They listen to your track, they analyze it, so what maybe let's go more with like age range.
Yeah.
What sort of audience are you looking for? Who are
My
you
age
looking
my age group I'm definitely looking for is like my age group, Gen Z. Um, Unfortunately, I have to appeal to the TikTokers. I guess that's what I'm going for because what inspired me the most was seeing Lil Nas X blow up from his song on TikTok. He had one song. That one song just took him everywhere because of TikTok. So that's what I've been aiming to try to do is blow up on TikTok.
for? It seems that's just the main way now. And there's obviously the whole TikTok challenge where you do release your own track and other people jump on it. What do you think of that idea? Because you get your own original one and then everybody else just makes different remixes of it. Do you feel is it good for as an artist that yeah you're hearing other people remixing your stuff, or is it like actually when they remix it and you're like, oh, this is completely crap? Do you really?
I would love if somebody loved my music enough to remix it. I would not hate that at all.
Oh, super. No, this is good because these are all great content. So people are listening out there can go, oh well, they just found jealous out there. Let's go and do a remix. Um, and what sort of artist are you? Are you one that will perform more in a close circle? A room full of people, um, like close, or not necessarily like people that but a room full of people that they can more or less talk to you and you can hear them breathe. Or in like a big concert where you can just see their heads. What sort of artists are you? Or do what sort of artists do you aspire to be?
Right now, I am very shy. I'm so shy. I haven't performed for anybody because I am so shy, but I would love to one day sell out um, arenas and stuff and just have so many people who would love to come see me perform live.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. And so you, because the reason why I ask these sort of questions, people go, oh, yeah, of course, if I want to sell out arenas, not everybody wants to do that. So people are very, oh, I'll sing one-to-one for you, or one to maybe 10, 20, 30 people. That's what they want to do. But yeah, you want to go full blown now, and like with the sort of tracks you're doing, it fits because it's something everybody can jump to and have a really groovy time to. So yeah, no. Again, rooting for you on that one. So let me. Well, actually, maybe you might want to do a little acapella of any of your maybe of your new song, or of the or of Jealous, or of anything at all. The stage is all yours.
I'm sorry, what's the question?
No, so it wasn't a question. I said maybe you want to do, it could be an acapella, it could be a poet, it could be whatever. I'm just gonna give you about, 20, 30 seconds to do whatever you want to do as an artist.
Oh, you want me to sing? Oh, okay. I'll sing my new song. Never felt like this before. Didn't know I could feel like this, but I feel something every time we kiss. I've heard about this thing called love. I didn't know that it could exist, but when I look in your eyes, I know that this is it.
Ooh, wow. That's amazing. But we like doing this because it shows the raw talent in you, a few seconds ago you just said you're shy, but when it comes to that thing that is your passion and you're told to do it, you get rid of all of that, you just nailed it. So wow, perfect. Thank you so much for that. And let me just ask this question. So how do you go from that transition of so from being you as your person, just who you are, talking to you as a performer? How do you do that transition? Or do you have to do anything, or yeah, you just carry on with life? Is there
I would
anything?
say I am not a Hannah Montana with an alter ego. I would think I'm the same person. Nothing changes from my everyday life to me doing an interview like this about my music. I'm the same person.
That's really cool. And I think that's kind of going into kind of my next question, as to so you've kept the same way. I say, yeah, you're the same person, but since you've started maybe 4 years ago, or even on this track, has there been anything that's been consistent, or has there been something that's changed um in you? So through music, obviously with life we grow, but through your journey through music, has there been something that's definitely been consistent that you think, yeah, that has been great, and I'll take that with me going forward? And what are those things that have changed? Has it changed you at all?
Um, well, I've always like considered myself to be a pop girl, like Ariana Grande type pop, but I honestly truly love all types of music, all types of music, and I am wanting to sing all types of music. That's why I'm experimenting with EDM. I want to do R&B. I love like solo Adele singing. I love to sing jazz. I will really do like anything.
So you just sound sort of volatile, as they call it, just cross genre. I just want to do, yep. wherever it brings, you just throw yourself into it. So
Yeah.
is this just naturally you as a person, or is this just what music has done to you? Is this just a music thing, or just actually with life, you just a go-getter?
I would say in general, I'm a go-getter at life. Music for sure. I just love to sing so much. I will sing anything.
That's great. And let me ask one of my random questions as we're kind of wrapping up. That if you had to dance to everything you ever hear for the next month, or have to sing along to everything you ever hear for the next month, which would you choose and why?
I can't do both.
Oh, there's only one.
Probably, I would probably sing. No, I'd probably dance to everything. That's hard.
So if you dance to everything, why wouldn't you sing to everything?
Because I would sing to everything, but you're making me choose one. Like
So,
when I
are
hear
you more of a fan of of dancing than singing, or is it just because you try to preserve your voice because that's your main instrument?
I do try to preserve my voice for sure, but I think it's just when I hear a good rhythm, a good beat, like I just start dancing to it. Like I don't even think about it, I just start dancing to it.
I like your logic because so a lot of people actually psychologists pick up on the answer on that answer. There's a lot of different things that they can bring out from that question. It always sounds like one of these random questions, but there's a lot that comes out from the answers. So yeah, you want to preserve your golden voice, but actually the main thing why you decided not to choose singing was because you probably failed the task. Because the dancing, you can't, if it's a good melody, you will just end up dancing to it when you're not meant to. So,
Yeah.
so you went on the safe side, like, okay, I, I can try not to sing, but I might not be able to dance to something. So
Yeah.
it's great answer. So as we're wrapping up, as I say, time flies when you're having fun. Do you have any closing remarks for us and for your audience?
Please listen to my music. I want to be big and famous. That's it.
I like that. It's of course, a lot of the time we end up sugarcoating a lot of things, but this is what it's about. Please listen to Deja Renee, great music. Currently, right now, he's jealous. Go and listen to him. Great pop EDM, as we call it. So that's really good. And yeah, until we meet again, Deja Renee, it's been amazing having you on the show. 2 jobs and singing, and you still came to bless us with your presence. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much for having me.
Take care. See you again soon. Bye bye.
Bye.
Power Ace Radio.